day 71 of Road to 100k in 100 days. Monday, June 16th. Boom. What a day. And I've actually got another update for you guys. So, 3 p.m., I had a meeting. I landed the meeting. Landed a new client. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Amazing stuff. Plumber from Dunedin. Super excited to work with him. But yeah, the last 2 hours or so, I've just been setting up his account, getting access to his Meta Business Suite, to his Ads Manager account, to his ad account, and then I've just started a content strategy and an advertising strategy for him. The main gist of what we do, right? With the help of the SOPs that I made for fulfillment. So, absolute blessing the last week that I spent doing that, making sure that this is okay and this happened today, and things are working really well. Also, I want to mention these ads. By the way, this is what I do it for, the deal that I landed today. But like I've told you guys, sometimes I'll land a deal and get super complacent and get, contented with where I'm at. I don't want this to happen this week. I have a feeling that this weekend and next week I'll be landing a lot of deals. I'll certainly be taking a lot of meetings and taking a lot of calls. So there's a high chance I'll be landing a lot of deals. But I mentioned to you guys on Saturday that, I mentioned it on Thursday and Friday as well, that Saturday I'd be running ads from 7 a.m. And I did start running ads at 7, like I said this to you yesterday, 7 a.m. on Saturday. So all of Saturday, all of Sunday, and today at like 8 a.m. the ads actually got withheld for a bit because I didn't have money in my account for, money to be taken out to pay Facebook to keep running the ads. So I actually thought I had way fewer fewer leads than this. But this is in 2 days, okay? So all of Saturday and all of Sunday. And they stopped today at like 7:30 or 8:30 a.m. Look at this. So that's 3 ads, copy, that's what I'm testing on the ad set level. On the ad level, we have 6 per, I've told you guys this, 6 creatives per ad set. I'll go back to the ad set. $60 a day on each one. 26 leads. Cost per lead of $10. This is ridiculous numbers. And these aren't just regular leads asking for a phone number and an email. It's phone number, it's name, number, and business name. I'm not going to lie, out of these 26, a few of them weren't qualified, probably 6, 7, 8 of them weren't qualified. Then they're just taking the piss pretty much. But I've put them all in my CRM. We've got so many different types of businesses. Builders is the main one, but builders, plumbers, electricians, landscapers. Oh, guys, it's super exciting times. Super exciting. Actually, as well, I just paid the ad budget, so technically the ads are live right now. That's what you can see right here. It says active. I told you they went off this morning, inactive this morning. That's because I hadn't paid. I've just paid it just now. They're back live, whatever. But these are really good numbers. And I want to show you guys this. This is why testing ads, testing creatives, and testing different copy works so well. Because I click into the ad sets and I can see which ads do well and which ads don't do well. Look at this. This one ad, when all the other ads above and below it, well, apart from that one that has me 8, all those other ads have 0 leads. This one has 9. Guess what I'm doing with that information? I'm noting it down. I'm making sure I know why this worked. And you use it for your future business. It's very simple, guys. This is what the idea and concept of testing variations is. So that's something I'll certainly be noting. $7 per lead, $6 per lead, $11 per lead, $10 per lead. It's an absolute blessing. Today has been an awesome day. I got my Vicks sniffer out, sniffed in the good emotions tied with landing a deal. You know, honestly, I didn't have the greatest start to the morning. Last couple of weeks, I've been waking up at 7 a.m. Today, I woke up 10 a.m. My alarm went off at 7 a.m. I was like, I pressed stop. Oh, I'm gonna get up. I closed my eyes for a brief second. I opened them again. It's 10:30. I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? By the time I was out of bed and actually, getting to work, I was like, fuck, I'm pretty behind. Looked at the leads that we generated. I was like, oh my gosh, that's a blessing. I didn't even have time to call them, which is shocking. I say I didn't have time. I woke up, I posted new content. That took a while to post the content actually, to get it on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. The loading times and all that, it actually took a little while, to be honest with you. And then I used my other accounts to like it, to boost the engagement immediately. After that, I put all the information from these new leads into my personal CRM and just did a tiny bit of research on each, business. And by that time, it was like an hour or an hour and a half before my sales call. So I thought, I don't really want to go into, warm call pitch mode while I'm about to make a sales call, which is where the rubber meets the road, as they say. So let me just hold off for tomorrow, take the sales call, see how I can do. Because the sales call, this was a good qualified prospect, but I didn't know if it was going to be a deal or not. To be honest, it was just like, let's see. Had a conversation with him. He was a really nice guy. He has no website. Instagram's terrible. Facebook's terrible. And I just said, look, this is going to be a long journey probably. I'll stick with you for the long run. We don't have any ongoing fees. It's just a one-time setup fee today. And then we work on a commission basis, essentially. And he said, I love that. I've spoken to a lot of people like you, mate, and they don't have that. I'm like, yeah, I know, that's why we're different. And yeah, we're good to go. So we paid half of it today. And in like a week or two from now, he's paying the other half. So brilliant stuff. And like I said, I've just been spending the last hour and a half setting up his account. What a day. All I can do is thank the big fella upstairs. But day 71, we're now 20% of the way there in terms of revenue. Doesn't look like we're going to hit the 100k mark, but that doesn't matter. The progress we make in these next 30 days is going to be ridiculous. And again, $160 a day in ad spend. Oh my gosh. I remember saying to you guys on the on my video on Thursday, I don't know what day that was, but what day of Road to 100, I think it was day 68 or day 67. I remember saying if we can get a $35 to $50 cost per lead, we're on the money. I cannot believe that was an $10, $9.76 cost per lead average. That's ridiculous. And what's even crazier is that it's across the three variants. Copy 3, copy 2, copy 1. They have 9, 9, and 8. Usually it doesn't work like that. Usually it's 2 or 1 of the copy variants will do way better than the other. All 3 of these are doing really well. So I don't know what to say, guys. We're just blessed. We're absolutely blessed. Glad you guys can see this. What a day. What a day. This is what entrepreneurship's all about. It's when the work you've been doing for the last week and a half, where you've been making no money essentially in terms of brand new business. Of course, I'm running my clients' accounts, but that's only once a week. I check in with them to get my 5% commission. Once a month, excuse me. I check in for the 5% commission. This time, the last week or so, you plan your ads, you make your content, you make sure the content's relevant, it's good, it's valuable. You run the content, you post content, you run the ads, you pay a lot of money for these ads. Like I said, $160 a day. That's over $1,000 a week I'm spending. I mean, it's not the biggest investment in the world, but it's not a small investment either. But when it pays off like it does today, and you get 26 opportunities, what a blessing. So tomorrow I'm going to finish setting up my new client's ad account in terms of its strategy and content strategy, advertising strategy and content strategy. And then I'm just going to get straight into these calls, these warm calls. Like I said, I've just put the ads live again, so I'll probably have more leads by tomorrow, which is an absolute blessing. But again, we've got residential contracts from Australia and New Zealand to call essentially all day tomorrow. I think how I'll probably do it is 5 calls on and then a quick 5-10 minute break, because for each call it takes me a little while to Google the business, find out what's going good in terms of their social media and what's going not good in terms of their social media. Then I have to have the actual conversation of getting to know the person and qualifying if they're a good fit for my service, seeing what their numbers are, seeing, what their current marketing strategies are and things of that nature. 5 clients so far, guys. I think when I'm at that 10 mark, I'll be a bit too, wearing a bit too thin. So that might be coming shortly. Because, like I said, the client I landed today, I didn't actually expect him to sign up. I had no, sometimes I go into these calls thinking, oh, I know this is going to be a deal, and it's not. Today I just said, let it be what it'll be, and I had no pressure on myself, and I had no pressure on the prospect. Before you know, we have a 45-minute, 50-minute call, and deal signed. Payment made. Like I said, 50% up front now, 50% in a couple of weeks. But yeah, guys, that's it for me. Enough blabbering from me. Tomorrow's going to consist of this phone calls. That's it. By Wednesday and probably on Saturday as well, I'll be checking these ad accounts. By that point, I would have spent $1,000, $1,100 or something. And everything that isn't working, we turn that off. Everything that's working really well, guess what? I'm going to revamp those ads, film some new content around those ads with the copy and creative, and make it bigger and better in the future. So, exciting times, guys, exciting times. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching today. I'm happy we're getting there. What we got? Monday, 16th of June. We have until the 16th of July. We have exactly a month today. The 16th, this time next month, that's when we finish. Peace out, boys. See you tomorrow.